still is not free. And so we come here today to dramatize a shameful condition.
Now is the time to rise from the dark and desolate valley of segregation to the sunlit path of racial justice.
Now is the time to lift our nation from the quicksands of racial injustice to the solid rock of brother and sisterhood.
Now is the time to make justice a reality for all of God's children.
But there is something that I must say to my people who stand on the warm threshold which leads into the palace of justice.
In the process of gaining our rightful place, we must not be guilty of wrongful deeds.
Let us not seek to satisfy our thirst for freedom by drinking from the cup of bitterness and hatred.
We must not allow our creative protest to degenerate into physical violence.
Again, we must rise to the majestic heights of meeting physical force with soul force. Soul force!
We cannot walk alone.
We cannot walk alone. And as we walk, we must make the pledge that we shall always march ahead. We cannot turn back.
And no, we are not satisfied.
And we will not be satisfied until justice rolls down like waters.
And righteousness like a mighty stream.
Amen. Go back to Mississippi.
Go back to Alabama.
Go back to South Carolina.
Go back
To Georgia.
Go back to Louisiana.
Go back,
To the slums and ghettos of our northern cities.
knowing that somehow the situation can and will.
Be changed.
I say to you today, my friends, so even though we face
The difficulties of today and tomorrow,
I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted.
In the American dream.
I have a dream.
that one day this nation will rise up.
and live on the true meaning of its creed.
We hold these truths to be self-evident.
That all people
All people are created equal. I have a dream.
that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons
Of former slaves,
and the sons
of former slave owners,
We'll be able to sit down together at the table of
sister and brotherhood. I have a dream.
That one day, even the state of Mississippi, a state
Sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, will be transformed
into an oasis of freedom and justice.
and
oasis.
of freedom and justice.
I
have
A dream.
that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will
Not be judged
by the color of their skin, but by the
Content.
of their
character.
I have a dream today.
I have
a dream.
that one day down in Alabama,
With its vicious races,
With its governor having his lips written with the word of interposition and nullification.
One day, right there in Alabama,
Little black boys and little black girls.
will be able to join hands with
Little white boys and little white girls.
as sisters,
And brothers
and brothers
and sisters joining hands. I have a dream today. I have a dream.
that one day every valley shall be
Exalted.
and every hill and mountain shall be made
Lo, the rough places will be made plain, and the crooked places.
will be made straight, and the glory
Glory.
of the Lord shall be revealed.
and all flesh shall see it
Together.
This is our hope. This is the faith that I go back to the South with. With this faith,
we will be able to hew out of the mountain
Of
of
despair, a stone of hope. With this faith,
We will be able to
transform
the jangling discords of our nation into a
beautiful symphony of brother and sisterhood. With this faith,
we will be able to work together,
to pray together,
to struggle together,
to go to jail together,
to stand up,
for
freedom
together.
knowing that we will be free.
one day.
This will be the day must